Hey guys, it's Landon from RH. This is the third video in the set I'm doing that show you how we set up a job GIS and QGIS for monument preservation. In the last video, we got our cropped land parcels and street center lines loaded. Now what we want to do in this video is style those two layers. I'm going to start with the streets. We're going to right click on the layer and go to properties. That's going to pull up our layer properties dialog here. And what we want to do is we want to go load a style. So we're going to right click on here on style. I'm going to say load. Now I had some problems with QGIS 4 recognizing styles that were QGIS. I had a problem in QGIS 3.4 with it not recognizing styles made in an older version. So I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. So we're automatically pathed here to our style folder. I don't see the one I need for roads here. So we're gonna do this one from scratch and then we'll save it out. Okay, so let's style our roads. We're gonna start with symbology. Now, in this particular case, I don't want to see my line. I want it to be very faint. So I'm gonna change my units to pixels, and I'm gonna make my color a really light gray. I don't want it to completely disappear, but I would like it to be a really light gray. So I'm going to do 230 on all of my red, green, blue values. And then the width, I'm going to make a super small. I'm going to make it a 0.50 pixels. I'm going to bring the opacity down to 30%. So I want to be able to see those lines if nothing else is on, and you can see them there. That's almost too faint. Let's darken those up a little. I want to be able to see them. I don't want to be able to see them very much. Okay, so that's a little better. You can see that. Because all we really want the roads for is the names. So now we're going to go back into our layer properties and we're going to set up our label for our road names. So we're going to go to labels and we're going to say we want a single label. We want to label with the, let's see, street should be what we want here. Text, we are going to do righteous. And I'm going to say probably 14 points. We'll try that. I like to do a buffer on mine. We're going to do a 4 pixel buffer. I think will look nice. So let's try that. Okay, so now we've got our street names in. Those might be a little big, but I'm going to leave it for now. We can also make that, let's do one other thing to make that line fade back a little. We're going to go on our symbology, on our line. We're going to pick a stroke style. We're going to do a dot. So that makes that line fade even farther to the back, because all we really want for this is the road labels. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and save that style out. So we're going to go into properties, layer properties, and we're going to go down here to style and say save style. And the only other thing I could do is maybe set my minimum and maximum scale, but I'm not going to do that for now. So we're going to just say roads. Let's say streets. We'll say streets with labels. And we'll save that out. Now it'll be there for the next guy or gal. They won't have to do what we just did. Okay, let's get our parcel styled. So we're going to try and load a style, see if we have a style that works. So we're going to come down here to style, load style from a file, and we're going to browse from our file. And we've got this parcel style here. I'm not sure if it's what we need, but we're going to try it. Load, and we'll apply. Again, the reason that isn't working is because that style was set up for a specific job, and it's color coded. So that's not at all what I want. So we're going to change this. We're going to say single symbol, and I'm going to come down here and we're going to grab, let's cancel that. Let me go back up to the fill. I'm going to set my style to pixels. And we're gonna pick kind of a pinkish, for parcels I like to do like kind of an artificial looking color. So we'll get a pink there. I think I'm gonna leave it solid for now. They've got a bunch of different patterns, but I'm gonna choose solid. I'm gonna do a rounded bevel of 3 pixels. I'm gonna leave it black. Let's see. But I want my color to have some opacity. I'm sorry, some transparency. I'm gonna go 50% because I want to see the ortho behind. Okay, so now we've got it's set up to auto label the APN. So now let's see how that looks. I feel like my parcel lines could be a little thicker. So let's change that. I'm going to double that width. I feel like it's applying a I'm going to lift it. It was applying an opacity to my stroke there, which I didn't want. So that's a little better. I'm going to come back to the fill and I'm going to knock that opacity down a little more, about 30%. So now I've got my parcel lines in there, and of course now my parcel lines are too thick because I fixed that transparency issue. So let's knock those back down. We'll go 4 pixels. All right, that's a little better. And we've got the APNs displaying, so I'm pretty happy with that. We should save that out. I should have done that while I had the dialog open, guys. Sorry. So we're going to say save style. And we're going to browse, and I'm going to just say land parcels generic. We obviously need to do some work on our standards for QGIS styles. So now I've got my road names loaded and my parcels loaded. We've got our orthophotography. I'm going to go ahead and save my project. This is in pretty good shape now. So in the next video, which I'm not ready for yet, but in the next video, we're going to look at our permit drawings. And then we're going to go in and we're basically going to identify our monuments that are at risk based on the construction footprint. And then this will be ready for the guys to take to the field with them. Thank you for watching.